being naive at the time, thought, seems like a complete no-brainer, it shouldn't be an issue at all. And then, you know, he said he didn't have such a good experience at the first session, I guess that was not even able to be put on the agenda formally for today, for you all to be able to even take a vote on it, to give them an answer one way or the other. So it was disappointing to me because I've gotten to know him. I may not know you personally, Dr. Salvo. I don't know any of the board members personally, but quite frankly, I've heard positive things. But I do know them personally. I know the family personally, I know Wyatt, and I especially know John, and like Mr. Sidney, I first met them on a baseball field, coaching our kids in Little League. I know that John has coached there for over 10 years, been a part of the Little League. He, along with me, became board members. He's now the vice president of the league, and you know, we talk about Little League in that sense, and they really don't know what goes on behind the scenes, right? He is what goes on behind the scenes. The work that gets done to have a successful opening day, to have a successful barbecue at the end of the year. You all know that because those functions get put together for schools all the time. Classroom parties and things of that nature. Well, that happens by the effort of volunteers in the community for our kids. Nobody gets paid. They do it because they want good things for the kids in our community. Like myself, John has done just that. You've heard Mr. Sidney put those things out there already, things that he's done. I've been side by side with him pulling weeds to make sure the kids have a good place to play. Mentoring and educating our kids. And just one story, like I was coaching an 11U team that for Middle Township, it was the first time in I think 2 decades, went on to regionals, and we needed another coach when we put that team together. Now, John didn't have a kid on that team. He volunteered to help coach that team. His son wasn't on it because his son was 12. That required, once we advanced, to go, we were playing in Williamstown, 5 straight days. 5 straight days. He didn't have a kid on the team. He was there coaching our kids. Every day made the trip to Williamstown and back, except one day. That was the day he was before you guys. And he still made his way there and was so upset about what happened on that occasion. This family is an example of what's right in small towns and communities. This is what makes things work. I don't understand why anybody would say no. I really do think in this age of everything that divides us, that's all you hear about on TV, in the paper, here, elsewhere. Some things still boil down to what is right and wrong. And I think anybody that steps away from this and isn't just relying on one line in a decade-old policy can clearly see what is right in this situation. Times change, policies change, things change. I am sure over the last year and a half, you all have had to make very difficult decisions about policies, about changing those policies, about putting policies in place that work better for the kids. You're not bound by a policy. You have the power to make that decision because the legislature and the law gave you that power on this issue. So I ask you to please look past that and to look at simply what is right and wrong in this case.
Thank you, Mr. McVeigh. You have about 5 minutes, but thank you very much.